Hi everyone, my name is Roxana Wete and my persuasive speech is Multiverse. I actually believe that our universe is a grain of sand inside of a bigger multiverse. Multiverse is real, and these physicists did research it. Hugh Everett III, Brian Greene, Neil deGrasse, and not a physicist, but an ancient Greek philosopher, Chrysippus. I do not want to continue without disregarding those who argue against this. A lot of physicists, actually, there's only a handful of physicists that actually believe it. And Albert Einstein, he could not wrap his head around this idea either. I would like to go over three topics: Everett's probability, green string theory, and white hole. Everett, he's a Princeton grad, studied quantum mechanics at the atom level, and he said if you roll the dice, you and I know this, it's probable that you get a 3. Well, he said that it actually is not probable, or the math to probable hasn't been discovered yet, in other words. So there's a consistent thing about probability that we haven't reached yet. But if we were to ever discover that math, it would shoot out and tell us that there is more geometrics to what meets the eye. The angles with everything has an opposite angle, and then the measurements of each angle continue. Next, I'd like to go over string theory. Before I continue with string theory, I just want to side note that Brian Greene believed in the probability. With shuffling a deck of cards, if you do it over a few thousand times, it's likely you'll get the same hand. But Brian Greene's more known for his string theory. String theory would be in the atom level at the smallest scale, a pattern of strings looping. But we don't have any measurement to prove that today. This is all theoretical, but his numbers and his math add up. And not only that, but he wants to test this. With each string, it's actually bouncy or vibratish, and he wants it to vibrate and explore and prove that the actual math proves that it'll eject outside of our realm, outside of our current universe, and he'll do the math and prove that. Last, white hole. So we all know about black holes, and just to remind you, black holes are known to pull everything. Their gravitational pull is just so strong, it will pull everything in. It can even pull in our entire Milky Way galaxy. And black holes at one point was a theory. It actually turns out that our Milky Way galaxy has a black hole, and that black hole will swallow our Milky Way eons from now, but it will happen. So what about the opposite? It's trying, instead of to pull us in, it's not letting us out. Well, that's what a white hole would be. Neil deGrasse argues that white hole will be proven in the next few years, and that even a multiverse could be in a white hole. And if there are more than one white hole, there is multiverses within multiverses. I'd like to close with Hugh Everett. His quote, and you can read it with me: "The many worlds interpretation is the only completely coherent approach to explaining both the contents of quantum mechanics and the appearance of the world." I hope you believe me after listening today. Thank you for your time.